Hi, this is Eric the Parts Doctor, and today we're going to show you how to replace the door boot seal on your LG washer. These instructions also apply to some Kenmore models that were manufactured by LG. These Kenmore models have 796 as the first three digits of their model number. The door boot seal closes the gap between the washer's tub and the door. It is typically replaced if the washer leaks out the front during the cycles, if it is torn or damaged, or if there is mold or mildew buildup, which can cause unpleasant odors. If you need to purchase a new door boot seal for your LG washer, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we sell parts for all major appliance brands. Here at Parts Doctor, we only sell authentic, genuine parts sourced directly from the manufacturer. For this repair, you'll need to disconnect power and water to the washer. When working inside the washer, be careful as it has sharp edges. Tools needed for this repair: a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, slip joint pliers, and a gasket pliers. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove these two screws on the back of the washer. Then slide the top panel back about ½ an inch and lift it up to remove it. If you are having problems removing the top panel, try sliding it forward slightly to lift it up. When working inside the washer, be careful as it has sharp edges. Then turn the washer around to access the door lock assembly. The door lock assembly is located here. Then depress the locking tab and pull down on it to remove it from the door lock. Next, on the front of the washer, fully extend the detergent drawer. Then, depress the retaining tab here and remove the drawer. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the two screws on the front of the control panel. Next, on the back of the washer's control panel assembly, remove the Phillips head screw located here. Then, lift up on the control panel while you rotate the top of it away from the washer to release the retaining tabs. Carefully set the control panel on top of the washer as it is still connected by electrical connectors. On the bottom of the washer, open the filter access cover. Next, remove the hose from the retainer. Caution: when removing these parts, water will leak from the washer, so have a mop, towel, or wet vac ready. With a bucket and towel nearby, unscrew the cap of the hose and let the water drain out. When draining your washer, be careful as you will be draining all the water out of it. You may need to use a bigger bucket or a wet vac to get all the water without spilling it. Next, remove the two screws holding the filter access cover in place. Then, gently prime the top of the filter's housing to remove it. Next, remove the screw here on the bottom of the front panel. Then, open the washer's door. Open the gasket clamp and remove it from the door. If you don't have a gasket clamp pliers, you can use a flathead screwdriver to gently pry up on the edge of the spring to slide it out of the gasket. Gently remove the door boot seal from the front panel and push it into the tub of the washer. Then close the door and remove the 5 remaining screws holding the front panel on. Then, tilt the front panel away from the washer so that these retaining tabs on the bottom release. Next, set the front panel aside for later. The door boot seal is located here. Using a pair of slip joint pliers, remove the top hose clamp from the drain on the bottom of the seal. Then, pull down on it to remove the drain from the seal. Next, slide a flathead screwdriver under the gasket clamp and gently pry it to remove it from the seal. Then, pull the seal away from the washer. If you need to purchase a new door boot seal, you can check our website, partsfactor.com. We'll leave a link in the description below. You want to make sure that you are searching with the model number from the tag in your washer to make sure you get the correct part. The door boot seal for our washer has a drain hole at the 6 o'clock position of the gasket. If the original gasket on your washer does not have the drain hole, you'll need to order the version of the gasket without the hole. We've included links in the video description to both of the seals and a link to our repair guide that will help determine if your gasket has a drain hole. To install, align the groove on the back of the seal to the outer tub of the washer with this notch facing the 12 o'clock position. Then, with these 3 tabs aligned at the 6 o'clock position, start to push the seal into place. If you're having problems, push on the inside of the seal while grabbing and pulling the outer edge over the outer tub. You may need to remove the top counterweight using a 10mm socket to fully install the seal. Then, reinstall the top counterweight and start the bolts by hand to prevent cross-threading. Then, fully tighten them to secure it in place. Then, guide the inner door clamp onto the gasket to sit in the seal's back groove. Make sure that the spring aligns with this groove on the right side of the washer, and behind the drain hose on the bottom of the door boot seal. If you have a pair of gasket pliers like these, insert them into the spring and stretch it out over the hook. If you do not have a pair of gasket pliers, you can use a set of locking vice grips to grab onto one end of the spring and pull it up till you can secure it in place over the metal hook. Next, slide the hose clamp onto the bottom of the seal and insert the seal into the drain hose. Align the front panel to the bottom of the washer's frame so that these slots align with these retaining tabs. Then put the filter's drain hose through the opening on the front panel and tilt it up. Then, while holding the panel in place, reinstall the 5 screws across the top. Next, reinstall the screw on the bottom of the front panel. Then, insert the filter access cover back into the front panel and make sure that the hose goes through this slot. Next, reinstall the 2 screws to the filter access cover and reattach the hose. Then, align the control panel to the top panel and press it back into place. And reinstall the screw. Next, reinstall the 2 screws by the detergent dispenser. Then, reinstall the detergent dispenser's drawer. Then, open the washer's door. Next, work your way around the door boot seal, working it onto the front panel. Then, extend the spring while working the clamp into the gasket, starting from the top. The spring on the clamp should be centered on the notched section on the bottom or 6 o'clock position on the gasket. If you're installing it without the gasket pliers, align the spring on the clamp to the bottom of the door gasket on the washer. Then slowly work the clamp into the left side of the gasket and around as far as you can. Then, using a pair of locking pliers, grab onto the right side of the gasket clamp. Then, while holding the washer in place with your knee, pull on the clamp to the right while sliding it into place. This will require a good amount of force. Next, reconnect the door lock assembly's electrical connector. To reinstall the top panel, align it to the washer so that the rear brackets are towards the back of the washer. Then, align the tabs on the top of the washer to the slots on the bottom of the panel and set it into place. Slide it forward to secure it in place. Next, reinstall the 2 screws to secure the top panel. And that's it for today's video, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and comment down below, and for more videos like this, please consider subscribing.